Hi everyone, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer, and today I'm here with a really unique MagSafe power bank from the folks at ZEERA. This is their MagVolt Gen4. So as you can see, this is thicker than your typical MagSafe power bank, but that's because it has double the capacity. You're looking at 10,000 milliamp hours as opposed to 5,000. However, the really killer feature that this has is that it's able to wirelessly charge not only your iPhone and your AirPods, this will also wirelessly charge your Apple Watch. Really interesting product here from ZEERA. Let's take a closer look. Looking at the contents of the box, in addition to the power bank itself, we've got a velvet carrying bag and a USB-C to USB-C charging cable. This one is rated for 20-watt charging. And then you also have the option of upgrading for $10 more to this fancier nylon braided cable, which has the ability to support 100-watt charging. So that's kind of cool if you want to go for that. Seems like a very nice cable, and it's much longer than the standard cable that this comes with. What you don't have in the box is any kind of a wall charger. You're going to want to use something which is at least 20 watts. So this Anker Nano Pro USB-C charger is going to be a great option if you don't already have one. Looking at the construction of the MagVolt Gen4, we've got a rubberized exterior, smooth to the touch, has a very nice feel to it. It's not terribly heavy, although it is thicker than your typical MagSafe power bank, although it is less than twice as thick as this Anker MagSafe power bank, which is one of my favorites. This is the Anker MagGo power bank, really great power bank, but this one's only got 5,000 milliamp hours of capacity as opposed to the 10,000 milliamp you're going to get with the MagVolt, and of course it does not have the ability to charge your Apple Watch. So the MagVolt here has a raised charging area. The outer ring is what's going to charge your iPhone and your AirPods, and the inner ring here is what charges your Apple Watch. So really interesting design. Looking down here at the bottom, we have our power button. Press 1 for on and press 2 for off. We've got USB-C for charging, and obviously this is a USB-C out as well. And then we have 5 LEDs here. One is a charging LED, and the other 4 tell you what your battery capacity is. So obviously 4 for 100% and so on. And looking at the back of the MagSafe power bank, we have a fold-out stand. It attaches magnetically, adds very little thickness to the power bank, and of course, it's perfect for things like FaceTime or watching movies. So really, really nice product here, and you gotta love the fact that this has the ability to charge Apple Watch. This is the first power bank that I've come across with this ability. It is just outstanding. So if you want to charge things with this power bank, you've got 2 options. You can either do wired charging with your USB-C port. This is going to support up to 22.5 watt charging, so that's very fast. Or you can go with wireless charging, and according to ZEERA, even though this is not certified by Apple, this is going to give you 15 watt charging speed for iPhones. So I don't actually have a way to measure this, but I will say that this has charged my iPhones faster than any other MagSafe power bank that I've tried. So even if it's not quite at 15 watt charging speed, it's really very, very fast for magnetic wireless charging. So really good job there. So this is going to support pass-through charging, so you can charge the device itself as well as something wirelessly, or you can charge 2 devices at once as long as one of them is not your Apple Watch charging wirelessly. So you can charge a phone wirelessly and something wired, or you can charge something like AirPods wirelessly and something wired, but you can't charge your Apple Watch wirelessly and have something else charging wired via USB-C. Not really quite sure why that is. It's not really a big deal, but it's something to keep in mind. So trying out some multi-device charging, I'm going to charge my 13 Pro Max here via the USB-C out using the included cable that came with my iPhone. So plugging this into the USB-C, you can see it starts charging, which is great. And then I want to wirelessly charge my iPhone 13 Pro. So connect this magnetically, connects great, and it starts charging. However, if I remove the 13 Pro from here and I put my watch on, my watch is not going to start charging because you can't do multi-device charging with Apple Watch. But if you unplug this it will start charging. So just a bit of a quirk here with the MagVolt, but I don't think it's a deal killer. And again, this is the only MagSafe power bank that I know that has the ability to charge Apple Watch. So overall, just awesome. Looking at charging some other things like my AirPods 3, that works perfectly well. Got a nice strong magnetic connection here. This works great. You can use this in your stand function if you want, although it looks a little silly, I think, with the AirPods 3 on there, but it does adhere beautifully. And then obviously, of course, you can use your iPhone in that mode. Beautiful charging. You can put this in portrait. You can also put it in landscape. That's going to work great too. And then you're going to be able to use this with larger phones also, like your 13 Pro Max. So this is going to work with all sizes of iPhones, of your iPhone 12 and 13 series, and I assume that this is also going to work fine with your iPhone 14, although that one hasn't come out yet. Overall, just a really, really nice design. So size-wise here on my 13 Pro Max, it is definitely a noticeably sized power bank, but again, you do have that larger capacity. So speaking of capacity, how many charges can you get for an iPhone 13 Pro Max and an iPhone 13 Pro? So in my testing, I did get less than what ZEERA says. However, that's because I'm charging with a MagSafe case, and also probably because I'm not charging in quite as cool a temperature. So your best charging performance when you're using MagSafe charging is going to be if you're using a new phone in cold temperatures and you are not using a case. So for me, I'm in relatively typical summer temperatures, and I do have a case on, usually a thin case, not going to be a thick case, and it's definitely going to be a MagSafe case, but it is a case. That much said, I think that I got great results, really no issues. So my 13 Pro Max, I was able to charge this 1.2 times. So once from 0 to 100, and then the second day I charged it again a further 20%. Once it was already charged down, I was able to recharge it. And with my 13 Pro, I was able to get about 1.7 full charges. So the way I did that is I charged it once up to 80%, and then the next day I charged it again up to 80%, and that was great. And then I let it go for an additional 6 or 7%. So it was about 1.7 when you add it all up. It takes a while to do all that charging. If I had let it go all the way to 100%, just like with the iPhone 13 Pro Max experiment, you would get less total charges because, of course, that last 20% is slow and you have very inefficient charging at that point. So all in all, I think that there's a lot to recommend the MagVolt Gen4. You've got fantastic battery capacity on here and a very wide level of usability. I love the fact that you can charge your iPhone, your AirPods, and your Apple Watch all in the same device. Lots to love there. Really excellent usability. Downsides would be the size. This is larger than your typical MagSafe power bank, but of course it's got twice the capacity, and it has the ability to charge Apple Watch, which other power banks typically don't do. Again, showing it here with the Anker MagGo 622 power bank. A lovely power bank, but one which simply doesn't have all the features this one does. From my other reviews, you may remember that I've reviewed the Mophie Snap Plus Power Station stand. So this one also is a 10,000 milliamp hour power bank, but as you can see, it's considerably larger than the ZEERA MagVolt Gen4. Of course, it does have some features that the MagVolt Gen4 does not. You can use this one on a tripod, and you can't do that with the ZEERA power bank. But overall, I think that the ZEERA may be a bit more usable because it's smaller and because that Apple Watch functionality is absolutely outstanding. So really the only thing which I think is a little bit irritating about the MagVolt Gen4 is the fact that you cannot plug something in via USB-C and use the stand at the same time because it would be in the way. So I asked the folks at ZEERA about this, why they didn't put the USB-C port on the side, and they said if they did so, it would make the device larger. So really, that's the only serious drawback I see to this. Other than that, I think you've got a high degree of usability and some really cool features. So if you're looking for a high capacity magnetic power bank and you love the idea of being able to charge your Apple Watch on a MagSafe power bank, you definitely might want to check out the MagVolt Gen4 by ZEERA. Again, we've been looking at the MagVolt Gen4 power bank from ZEERA. This product is available directly from ZEERA and is priced at $65.99 with a standard USB-C cable or $75.99 bundled with a fancy nylon braided cable which will support 100-watt charging speeds. It comes in the basic black color featured in this review, as well as a white version and a blue one. Many thanks to the kind folks at ZEERA for sending me out this sample to review. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments section below, and do consider hitting that subscribe button because I've got a lot more tech accessory reviews coming up. Again, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.